Hello, folks, and welcome once again to Bowling for Blood. I am your host, Eric von Tettenberry, and I'm here to bring you a look at how the league is going. I think we're on match day 5 now, so quite far along, and the playoffs are looming. I am joined here today by most of the coaches who are participating in the league. Halceon.
Hello.
Veriax.
Hello.
ClawedRebel.
Hello.
Pathrogas.
Oi.
And Hall.
Why am I last?
Because
They've
you
been the
happen to
best
be
ones,
last
man.
in the team's menu that I'm watching currently.
It's the pecking order, mate. You should know how it works.
Oh,
man.
yeah, you should look at the actual rankings table.
Yeah.
You'd see the pecking order on that one.
I was kind of
Yes.
going to go there next.
Glad we didn't do it in the
Thinking
rankings.
about
So am I.
about the standings in the leagues, the board is quite clear. Those who pound win.
For now.
However,
Hey.
what they pound is completely unclear.
Oh dear. But
But
yes, it's quite obvious that the blocking teams are dominating. Having not
I-
lost a team lost a game yet. So
I threw a ball in the last game, so you know.
well done.
I'll
And
have you know, it's
I
not
I think your team is going to lynch you.
oh hey, I think the coach has provided sufficient sacrifices so that they don't have to like drink his blood and beat him to death with his own legs or something.
Oh, I was looking forward to that.
I've only killed one thing actually. I'm ashamed.
Yeah,
Should
it's
be.
this
You
is
should go into a corner and cry.
I know.
the league is going like utterly bizarre. The most points have been awarded to the blocking teams, which have like consistently won games and haven't killed anyone.
Oh no, we. My only kill was in the very first turn of the very first game against you. I think you did the same in the very first turn of the very first game against me. And at that point, we were
That
going,
is
okay,
actually
there's going to be
true.
no one left. That's it. There's just going to be no one at this team. And no, that was it. I
Yeah,
killed
but
a single
our
person.
teams worked out their bloodlust in the very first minutes. So, fancy that. But yeah, actually, after the blocking teams, the score sheet reads as Norforce, led by Halcyon, is at 7 points with 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses.
Yeah.
So, well, actually, after that, it's really close. Now that this is the first time I've taken a look at the team standings in quite a while. At 5 points, Snotgobs Gobsnuts, Nefarious Nixies, and Friendly Furies. All of you, 5 points. 1 win for all, 2 draws for all, and then. Oh yeah, but Pathrogas hasn't yet played
Has a game in
against
hand,
Dantos, so
indeed, yes.
you're 1 game down.
See, so I'm better because I didn't lose twice.
Yet.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
So after you three, there is Dantos with his green paws with 4 points. So yeah, the last match to be played for this match day is Pathrogas versus Dantos. So that standing might change yet.
I'm hoping that's a draw for me. You know, keep it as even as possible.
And
It'll
finally,
be 7-0.
In Dance's favour.
My money's on 7-7.
that'd be awesome. I'd love to see that match.
7-7 with 10 deaths.
With 10 deaths and a game rating of 1 out of 20.
Exactly.
And also 7 passes.
Of course.
For each side.
Of course.
Yeah.
However,
Absolutely. What?
And 1 long bomb that doesn't scatter and hits exactly where it's supposed to and is caught.
No, that's
Yes.
impossible.
No, it isn't.
No, it is.
Because magic. But yeah, in the last place we have Amazon team led by ClawedRebel, the Clawing Spikes.
I'm saying you're reading this wrong. No, really, you're reading. You're reading.
Oh, it's
it wrong.
upside down.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
inverted.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. See.
That's what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. You see, what you have to understand is that the higher number for champ is better. Now,
It's not golf, you know. There's no such thing as Warhammer Golf. Is there?
Probably. Well, it could be. don't
If
get
there
ideas.
isn't, it's going to be created.
yes.
Yeah, most
Get
likely,
right on that Games Workshop.
It would
that-
sell
that's-
it with a ridiculously high price. So
most likely it's really, really close to the original golf. Yeah, I think everyone knows the legend of how golf came to be. Like people during wartime actually like bashing one guy's head off, and it rolls into a rabbit hole, and thus golf was created.
I don't think they're going to go down that route. I think that is a bit too grisly, even for like Warhammer to go down the bashing people's
I'm
heads
not
off.
convinced, you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. I don't see it happening, guys. Just saying.
Sounds
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
dwarf
you're
could
right.
invent
Far,
that
far
one.
too many cheerleaders with their tits out.
Tentatively returning to Blood Bowl here.
Excellent.
Let's
What?
go.
Says something about this that Veriax is the one keeping.
But yeah, actually, let's go through one by one. How you think you've been doing thus far, and do you have any thoughts on how to approach the last couple of matches before the playoffs? Let's start from the bottom. So, Rebel, thoughts?
You're getting it wrong, Ednar. Stop it. According to my thing, I'm at the top, so I don't know what you're talking about. Pretty. I don't know. I'm not surprised as to how it's been going, and I'm not too disappointed. Actually, I haven't won anything, but that's not important. I won the moral victory.
On what grounds?
Yes. Shut up, Halceon. Go on. No, to be honest, it could definitely be going worse. I've drawn enough, which is I'm not at 0 points, which is actually what I was expecting. So
Yeah, and to be fair, I think you were one of the least experienced players when we started the league.
possibly so, yes.
Yeah. When did you actually get the game? Like,
Like 5 days before we
Yeah.
started playing.
and you hadn't played the tabletop like at
Yeah.
all ever. So yeah.
And I hadn't been as dedicated as Hall and spent like 24 hours on the first day I had it.
Yeah, I was going to say I bought it at the exact same time.
Yes,
But
But
yeah, I
so-
literally shut myself in my room for about 2 days
yes.
and just played it.
And unlike Hall, I actually decided that doing work might have been a reasonably good idea.
I'm doing
Didn't get
work.
me any.
I'm doing
Uh-huh.
good work for the Chaos Gods.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Somehow I'm not convinced.
It's God's work. Don't get in the way.
I'm gonna question.
Well, but this is why you're bottom. Don't question the gods.
But it was. No.
Bottom.
No.
Can't hear you from all the way up here in second. Can't hear you.
And also, even if you lose, we are glad to have you, or at least your players amongst us.
I'm quite glad that my
Yeah, you're
players are
providing a
well.
service
Absolutely.
of which we don't speak ever again.
Unique service.
Laundry? Oh.
Sandwich making?
I have
We're in
enough
trouble
players.
either way, aren't we?
Them sandwiches. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, moving on.
Actually, I was thinking more prostitution, but whatever.
Oh, now we're in legal trouble as well.
Moving on
Not just
then.
moral, but
Moving on then. Unfortunately, Dantos isn't here to give his view, so we'll jump next to Pathrogas.
I could
So
probably give Dantas a view if you want.
Oh, skip me.
yeah.
again, going from the bottom. So
But I'm fourth on my screen.
I am fifth.
I just
Sorry, he hasn't seen Pathrogas because all his
you
players are
are
so
you're
short.
all
it's
at
just-
5 points. I just
Passed
sorted
over.
this list by points, and Path was the
But I
last.
have I have more losses, you see, so I'm below Pathrogas.
Fine.
Dark man.
Veriax, would you give us your view on how the league has been going thus far?
Before we start with that, I would like to take 5 seconds of silence to commemorate Lassie, who has left us.
Oh yes, they unfortunately the Wood Elves decided that the battlefield was far too bloody for them and have sent us notes that we should stop burning all the wood in the funeral pyres for all the Blood Bowl players, and they'll be boycotting the rest of the league.
It was a very harshly worded letter.
Mm. It made Ednar tear up. It was awful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We all laughed.
Yeah.
And dance around
completely
me, throwing stones to me.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, wait, what? Why wasn't I invited? Damn it.
I sent you a note. Don't you read the memos?
No.
You can't read.
Oh, right. Sorry. I should have
So, pretty
verbal.
much-
I should have tattooed it on one of your Amazon's bones.
Oh, yeah, that would have done it.
Messengers.
So pretty much what's going to happen is that all of Laskie's games are going to be randomized.
Yeah.
And if he happens to come like in the top 4, it will just like skip him and go to the next player down type thing.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Pretty much the plan.
Yep.
Which leads us neatly on to the fact that my only win has been a randomized game. So I think those 2 draws I have actually count as moral victories for me, playing the goblins that I am. So I'm actually not disappointed at all with the way my team's performed, despite that win being a randomized result. I think it's shocked a few people how difficult some goblins are to deal with. You can't knock them down quite as easily as you might have thought, since they've all got dodge and stuff.
Yeah.
Playing them is very frustrating, but you just have to learn to try and roll with it. And they're goblins, so you can't rely on them pretty much.
One thing that has been kind of bugging me is that is this the second game or third game where you failed to get the bribe with the inducements because the game somehow
Yeah, it
fudged up?
doesn't accept the petty cash thing, so I can't get bribes.
Yeah, because those basically are lifeblood for goblins.
Yes.
Because you get the best players in the field after the first turnover, first
I
touch.
could always field like secret weapons. Like I keep them off the pitch and then bring them on later, which is something I keep forgetting at the start of the matches. And
Yeah.
I always think that if I get better, the longer that I play, the better, the more into the game that I get. But 2 good draws, I think, and against two good opponents was my current achievement, and two losses against 2 very brutal teams. So I can't complain. My team's done well, and so far has escaped serious injury, lasting injury at least.
Yeah,
I
that's
picked a penny.
one thing where I'd like to personally congratulate you. You haven't lost goblins.
No.
Especially the great secret weapon wielding goblins. Wow, because those guys are really fragile, and everyone always goes after them if they.
Well, the
can.
fanatic isn't.
Yeah, okay,
The
true.
loonies,
but the
sorry,
fanatic
sorry.
is notoriously good at knocking himself out.
Yes, I know. Yes, indeed. No, that hasn't actually happened. So very, very, very pleased about that. The integrity of my team is still intact, and thus I am.
Integrity.
The
I'm sorry.
integrity of my
I mean structural
They
integrity.
have yes,
Structural integrity, yes,
structural
maybe.
integrity of my team is still intact. They can be proud of their performance so far. Also, my next 2 matches, which are going to be important, are against sort of lower tier teams. So hopefully it might be.
Hey,
I'll
watch it.
too. So, you never know. Maybe I'll sneak up there into 4th place. Who knows?
I try to leave couple of those Amazons still alive for your game.
Don't bother.
No, okay.
No,
I'll just get the SPT then. Thanks.
It's really hard to keep them alive, though.
Yeah,
They
this-
knocked my Chaos team about.
Hello.
They gave me a good slapping for most of the game. I don't know how. No, I drew, didn't I?
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just have to show you how it's done then. And with all this boasting, I foresee in my mind's eye a couple of deaths.
One of your players.
Couple of deaths, maybe one of my Black Orcs losing a point of strength. Yeah.
I was actually just thinking about taking his arm and ramming it down his throat, but okay, sure, whatever. Whatever suits you best. I mean, just 1 point of strength, go.
Okay. yeah, we dealt with why Leslie's not here, so hey, let's jump to Pathrogas then.
Oi.
Yay! You are at 5 points also, with 1 win, 2 draws, and 1 loss. So, how do you feel?
So far.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm pretty happy so far. Because
Shouldn't
when I
be.
started playing with on the league, I have played like gods 5 games or so before that,
Mhm.
and I didn't know a lot of rules and didn't understand crap basically. So I'm quite happy that I survived, especially against the orcs. It was like, oh no, god damn it, orcs, they will tear me apart.
Didn't
But
feel
hey.
like that.
It went quite well.
Yeah, I've been really freaking surprised at how fast all of you guys who haven't played before learned. Like, I played when I was, 11, 12, 13, the first games, like freaking ages ago, and I've been playing a lot, and I just thought, I didn't think it would be like a march through, but I thought that it would take like a game or 2 for people to catch on. Bloody hell! Basically everyone caught on within the first game.
It's the basics are really easy to get, I think.
If you
Yeah.
play it.
Come on. Rebel, you haven't been playing bad, you just have bad luck.
Yeah, and I've probably mentioned this far too much, but my game against Dantos, God, won the game in the tournament, and then some of the matches we were doing afterwards, just for the sheer hell of it.
Just kidding. It's all your fault.
It is all my fault. It is all my fault. Thank you, Halceon. Thank you for that. It makes me feel much, much better.
Terrible person.
Die in a fight.
It's karma. You deserve this.
So, Path, did you want to go further? Explain anything, something more?
Well, I've got block on on one at least, witch elves, and I've trained quite a bit, learning how Blood Bowl works and so. So yeah, I'm optimistic.
You shouldn't be.
I just hope to play the goblins again, so I can get this one goblin. What was his name? Snackbit or something
Oh,
like
something
that.
like that. Oh yeah, you did about 12 blocks on him in like 3 turns, and you will not go down. You will not fall.
Yeah, it's
And
like I
then-
had my half
You
my
actually got
team
MVP
surrounding
that
him,
match as well.
stomping him, and he was nah,
No.
tiny swirly paws.
You got so wrapped up with trying to get him, you forgot about the goblin who actually scored a touchdown against you. So thanks for that. You got slightly distracted.
Yeah, well, it worked. But I didn't die against the fanatic, so that's something too.
No, that is good. Yes, I suppose.
I'm actually looking at a picture of Shekbit right now. It doesn't seem to have come off very well out of it, though. His tongue hanging outside of his mouth, nose slightly skewed, one eye massively bigger than the other, one ear is completely ripped.
He was before that though. He was like that before.
That's considered beautiful among goblins.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm showing the viewers this also. Yes, there it is.
No.
Doing handstand. Ooh.
Handsome specimen, that one.
Oh, I
Indeed.
just noticed my bombardier's leveled up. Sweet.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? That's right.
Uh,
About that.
I'm so glad I don't have to face the gobos again. I mean it. I hate that freaking bombardier.
I love him. He's great fun for the whole family.
Yeah, if the
Halcyon,
family
I
likes Death and Carnage, which of course they do, since they come and watch Blood Bowl.
Of course. Halcyon, you may not have noticed, and I hate saying this, but one of your throwers, or your thrower leveled up.
Yeah, I know. I'm currently looking at the skills and thinking which would be the most useful against the orcs.
The skill with the red cross to the left-hand side of his number.
But yeah, this actually brings us to Halcyon quite neatly.
Hey.
You are the next one in the league with 7 points, I think.
Joke.
Yep. 7 points.
Yep, 7 points. 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses.
Mm.
well on your way to the playoffs. The fourth place, I think, is the most easily contested one because, yeah, there are 3 people with 5 points and 1 with 4 and 1 with 3. So basically, it's possible for anyone to get there.
Even in this match, day, I'm still under threat from Pathrogas. I mean, if you win, you get to 8 points, and that would pass me.
True.
And even more than that, I dread the game against Lassie. No skill is considered there.
Right, it's just
It's interesting because nobody's actually lost yet to him.
Yeah,
there is 1 win in this bracket, so that was the game against Dantos, was it? Then
Yeah,
The
he
fir-
beat
the
Dantos
first
in
game
first
that
game,
actually
first
got
game he
played.
Yeah, he beat Dantos 1-0.
okay, yeah. Huh. Luck hasn't been on his side when the randomization has happened.
Apparently not.
I hope it stays on away from his side. Yeah.
To be fair, and this is nothing against Lassie, but since you aren't playing, I kinda hope that all the randomization goes against you, just to keep you from the playoffs, so that we don't have to finagle some weird way with that. So, but
Well,
yeah,
you could always just skew the dice rolls.
Ednar wouldn't do that. He's got great integrity.
Corruption. What?
Add another
integrity
point.
out the bum.
Like a +1 to me, and whoever else is next.
Shh, be very, very quiet. Speak of the bribes after the recording. Okay.
I don't think he was planning on bribing. I just think he was planning on getting the result. One of his scaves is just going to sneak in and nick that +1.
No, it's not bribes that I offer. I'm threatening you.
I'm suddenly feeling a 2-0 result coming on.
Oh yeah, and just don't look behind you. You'll sleep easier.
He won't. He really won't.
Eyes at the back of my head, boy. Eyes at the back of my head.
You poor bastard. Wouldn't that hurt?
It's really
Your
awkward.
hair in the back of your eyes?
Oh,
Nah.
that's gonna be horrible.
Yeah, that'd be really awkward. Be like having a fringe on both sides.
And how do you wear hats anyway?
I don't wear hats.
You
My head is
barbarian.
conducive to
You're
wearing
in
hats.
Finland, isn't that kind of a prerequisite?
No.
What?
Hey, it's not close to absolute zero. We don't need to put on a woolen shirt and a cap yet. So,
I'd be concerned if it was close to absolute 0. That's pretty chilly.
yeah, that's the point when Finns can agree that, okay, it's a bit chilly outside.
When it's so cold, you take one step outside and your leg shatters.
Pretty much, yeah. What?
Nothing. We're just judging you.
Okay, bringing this mess back to the task at hand. Halceon, did you have something more to say about Northforce and the league thus far and games and whatnot?
Well, I feel I really I've played fairly okay, and I'm really disappointed in the last game, which I might add was completely not my fault. I mean, when you're doing the safest of possible rolls currently available, which was a 2 dice block, and it comes up 4 reds on the first turn with my biggest guy. Yeah,
that's Blood Bowl
Second
for
turn
you.
as well, wasn't it?
yeah, second turn.
All the turns were like that.
The wrong gods is the problem. We've been over this.
Mm-hmm.
I basically lost my first 2 turns on the first or second roll each.
I'll contend it was also my superior skill and bashiness.
And good
You-
looks.
I'm
Don't forget
cheated.
that.
No, he had the most awful luck all game. It started badly. It didn't quite stay that badly the whole thing, but
You know-
he didn't. But it did stay bad.
Yeah. The only
he's
thing that
due
my
some
team
massive
did-
return from karma, and so Ednar will be screwed because
the
he'll
only thing
get that back.
did consistently go my way was knocking your guys out.
Yeah, well, honestly, I'm really expecting to lose my match against Halceon like freaking 4-0 because of those gutter runners. I have never ever been able to find a decent way to stop them.
I tried to kill him for you, but
No,
No
cheers,
damage.
mate. Thanks for the try. I'll have to kill one of them myself, but
Stomp them to death, pretty much.
didn't work. They're dodgy buggers.
yeah.
Stomp them all!
They have
Yeah, they are
block.
very dodgy.
Swarm.
But
I
we
played
have
that
only
scape
one
and I
blitz
know.
action per turn.
Well, you're not hacking the game properly, then, are you? God.
Yeah, you need like
Doing it
freaking
wrong.
5.
Just gonna drop this in the conversation that they have block now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really bad. I think my
Halcyon. You're a bastard.
I know.
crowning jewel
Magnificent
is
bastard.
managing a draw against the Skaven, because that was a really good result for them.
Hmm.
Since they the Skaven score really easily, so containing them, I think they did very
Yeah.
well. So
I scored 2 touchdowns against them. Does that count?
You're still lost.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Loser.
Honestly, it does kind of count.
Yay!
It doesn't give you points.
No,
Oh,
no, it
no.
doesn't. But it still
Hey,
counts.
no, it did. It gave me points. It gave me points.
Yeah, star
Yes,
player
you
points.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
know how
give
this
you
game
bonuses.
works.
that.
Okay, again, moving on to Hall. You are second in the league thus far. Chaos Hall Stars at 9 points with 2 wins and 3 draws.
Hacks.
Yeah. Beginner's luck, I say. He stole mine.
Beginners hacks.
So, aside from using wall hacks and god mode, how do you explain this phenomenal success you've had?
Yeah, it's been alright.
Not really an explanation, is it?
I could say something about superior tactical skill, but I'll go for having just a really tough team. And
Yeah, I found them very tough to play against.
Hmm. Yeah, Chaos are... They lack in skills, but the stats are just
Made a pass.
ridiculous. Yeah.
just
Well, but
saying
they
it, we're
can get there
branching
for
out to
skills.
skill. That's it. We're going after the L game next.
And everyone's.
So
Hey.
basically, next league we all play chaos.
So, I think in shorter leagues, like a higher stat team will do better than, because skills are sort of like they'll come in later. See what I mean? Whereas
Yeah.
you get stats straight off the back. So
That's true.
mm,
And kind of, it hasn't gone to play that much since we've had surprisingly few like misses next game or death or niggling
Yeah.
injuries with stat losses and such. But anyone with a really high armor class tends to like evade most of that. So
Yeah. less chance of it, for sure.
Very first game I had a death and my Minotaur was crippled forever. It's
But apart from that, you've done fine.
it's all very good in theory, but that didn't bloody well turn out, did it? I don't actually have that many level ups, do I? Got like 4. I've got loads that are close to leveling up, but they've been close to leveling up the entire bloody league. They're just sitting there, not getting a skill, just
that's
absorbing,
right. You have
absorbing my
guys.
MVP points.
3 guys at 5 and 2 guys at 3. So basically, if those 3 guys at 5 do anything that earns them SPP, they level up. And if those 2 guys at 3 they score a touchdown, they level up.
Yeah,
So-
but all they do is lie down. They just spent their entire game sleeping. The Minotaur has moved about 3 times in the entire league. The rest of it, she's been bored, injured, or knocked out. She's done nothing. I
There's
had
no
to,
bitterness there at all.
I had to readjust things to
you-
sort of account for the loss, essentially, of this 150 gold coin character. That's done
Be
nothing.
fair, she's the team mascot, kinda.
She's
She's
morning.
the cutest one, but I don't. It's not quite on the level of the Amazons. It
Hi.
Yeah, well, there might be fetishes for that still. Just throwing it out
I
there.
do have a team full of beastmen. You have to ask yourself how those came up to be.
I'm not going to. I don't want to know. Ednar, stop imagining.
It's a fair
Let's
cop.
wipe that
Sorry,
drool
sorry,
away.
sorry. I'll wipe my brain clean. Okay, yeah, and that brings me to me.
You want one of us to ask you the question? You can ask it to yourself. It appears sad all over the internet.
Yeah, I already did.
Oh, there goes your streak. Rep. Did you have any?
No, hey,
No.
I'm studying to become an English teacher at junior high. What freaking street cred can I have anywhere in this on this earth? Not gonna
I was
happen.
convinced you were going to say I'm studying to become a gangster, but
No, that's one of my friends who actually graduated and
through gangster course.
well, he did his
Gangster
thesis on ebonics and used rap lyrics as his source material. So.
Oh, great.
But yeah,
rap
moving
works.
on.
I thought lyrics was exclusive to music.
Burn.
Couldn't resist.
Literally, rap fans will besiege the comment section.
You're
Hey,
you're
excuse-
assuming that rap fans actually watch LPs and
You're assuming that
especially
most people
these
who watch this
LPs.
video will be rap fans.
Yeah.
But hey, you'll get more interactions, and that means you'll get higher in the search rankings.
Way more
See, I'm doing you a
traffic.
favour, really. You'll get the wrong
Oh,
type
shit
of people
beckons,
completely,
Yeah.
but
Gee. Wonderful and wondrous. Okay, but anywho, the Dags of War, the first in the league thus far with 11 points, 3 wins and 2 draws. And I think I've said this after each and every one of my games, but I'm really freaking surprised how well I'm doing. I mean, at the start of the league, I probably had like top 2 or 3 of the league players in experience, but having played the game doesn't make me good at it. I sucked when I played this like as a board game, and although Orcs are my favorite team, I've generally I've done well in the last couple of games in any league I've played at, but the first 3 or 4 matches of a league I've always lost. And so I'm really, really, really freaking surprised that I'm doing as well as I am.
Well,
It's a shame you didn't
congratulations
keep
from
your
all
trend
of
up.
us.
Well
Well done.
Yay!
Yeah.
So let me go online. I need to search up congratulations. I don't know.
Get the golf clap going. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
If you decode all of those claps, what we're essentially saying is you bastard.
Morse code. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
as much enthusiasm as I can gather.
basically I'm waiting for my comeuppance, and considering who I'm facing, it's going to be either Rebel or Halceon that's going to hand that to me in the last couple of matches before the playoffs.
That's
can write
amazing.
Rebel
How
off
did you work that out?
Well, I'm
Shut up, Paul.
largely hoping for some free level ups from next game.
But yeah, I've also been really, really lucky with the level ups. I've been getting decent amounts of them, and I got 1 movement upgrade and 1 agility upgrade from the last game.
Ooh, agility.
Yeah, so I actually have a guy who can maybe play the ball just a tiny little bit, maybe, if I'm lucky.
It's Blood Bowl. He will pass the ball, trip, and die.
Throws like a beast, man.
That is the most likely outcome, I'll give you that.
Yeah, he will find a way to trip while passing.
Yes. Yes.
He will drop the ball, stomp on it, and then the rest is history.
And the ball will hit the person that he's been throwing it at as well and KO
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Alternatively, what
Double
is
kill.
he'll miss the throw, and his arm will wrap around and break his own neck. That would be funny. I'm just
It'd be a
imagining
kill.
that.
I'm just waiting for
Yeah.
him to die. I mean, I should have killed the Veriax's Halceon's rat ogre last game, but he robbed me of it with his medical care.
God.
Ah,
The rat NHS robbed me.
well, NHS is a glorified term for what's really being done.
Yeah, it's actually it's not the same rat.
Yeah, it's not technically the same
Bits
person
of not
anymore.
the same rat.
Mm.
I mean, the arm is probably the original.
Maybe.
It's a good punching arm, you know. Should keep that.
It's originally from a rat. That counts, right?
Yeah, pretty much that's what they're going with. Okay, that's the state of the league thus far. I know it's still kinda early, but I've been asking this actually off camera from a couple of you, but how do you feel about possibly going for season 2 after these last few match days and then the playoffs?
I feel my trousers filling up with something wet. It's not particularly pleasant. My stomach seems to have dropped away. Don't need food. I'm terrified.
I'm disgusted, but I don't think that's got anything to do with it.
Let me say that now I feel unsettled.
Okay, we can all agree that Rebel is disgusting and unsettling.
Let's not invite him back.
Oh,
We'll have to replace you.
that'll be really difficult.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sort of an imposter here because this is the great LPers Blood Bowl League. I'm not an LPer.
Yet.
Or
Why am I
great.
here, actually? How did this happen?
Connections.
Yeah, and we have to have someone to like slightly look down on and like, okay, yeah, come
Oh,
on.
you can look down on me. The
Behind
rest
our
of them are just
microphones.
gazing up with admiration. Hatred. Admiration and hatred.
Yeah, actually, we are kind of holding onto this tiny shred of hope that maybe you just get bitten by the LPS like bug and you start doing stuff on your own.
No, I'm dreading the next game. Elves. I hate elves.
Everyone hates elves.
Everyone loves elves.
You'll have a chance
Right,
to hit them in the face.
Yeah, batter them.
You have a chance to tear off those ears. Just think about it. Just think about it for a second.
Dantos was saying the same thing, and now he's missing since 2 weeks.
Interesting.
Wonder if there's a
Right, well,
connection.
I'm glad I'm not facing you anymore.
Yet we'll take our silliness up rather soon.
Amazon Teams, everybody.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Okay,
Or
so
halflings or anything really.
we have a handful of maybes then, and as a shameless plug, right now I'd like to invite anyone who has managed to keep up with this video for these freaking hell nearly 40 minutes. If you are interested in attending possible upcoming season 2 of Great LPS Blood Bowl League to begin sometime during 2013, maybe if gods will it, both chaos cards and rat cards and whatnot,
Oh god.
And Nuffle. Mostly Nuffle.
especially Nuffle. So
No, the
yeah.
man's irrelevant. Just ignore him.
if you feel like this kind of thing might be your kind of thing, if you do LPs or feel comfortable talking to a mic and want to attend this kind of shindig, send me, the Ednar, some YouTube mail, and I'll sort
He's
you guys
incredibly
out.
lonely. He's desperate to receive something from someone.
Please, I have no friends. These guys aren't my friends. They're holding me hostage.
Yes.
Send him porn.
At least we're not keeping you in Finland.
Yeah, that'd actually be like horrendous, like inhuman punishment. That's forbidden in the Geneva Convention. as much as I like my country, I hate it. Pretty much sums it up. Ah.
All right.
Does anyone
not
actually
finished,
have
though.
anything intelligent to say? Not that anything intelligent has been said thus far, but
Thus far, in any of the videos, has there been anything?
Absolutely not.
That's
Just
not why people
okay.
are here, I think.
what was that
Just-
about videos?
Just go into the Skype. Okay. Have a look at who's in the call, who's talking, and come back to us on that one.
Think about the question. Think about what you've done.
Think about it.
Think about the terrible assumptions that you've just made and how offended we all are.
Think what you've done about inflicting this bunch of people upon the general public of YouTube.
Well, we
What have
kind
you
of were
done?
there before.
What have you done?
Once again, it's a fair cop. I actually, honest to God, hate the internet, and that is why I'm inflicting all of you as a collective on it.
We are
Just
a virus, yay.
get to add the rest of us to it. God.
Ah. But yeah, I think that kinda nicely, or at the very least, like, unnicely, wraps it up.
Quite unpleasantly. Let's be honest.
It finishes it. That's the
Yeah.
important
Yeah.
part.
It's dead.
Finish
Out
it.
the side of the road.
So yeah, hey, actually, I just thought of one more thing that we could do. I'm going to go and view every single one of our teams, starting with clawing spikes, like
Stop Irving.
showing the
My team.
dude. Because I'm not sure if everyone has shown their team, like after the matches, to show
I think I
what
did.
they're
I
like.
did it. I did at the start of the last match.
Ah, okay.
So
I didn't.
feel free.
Yeah.
I have-
Really, Hall. You surprised me.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm amazed.
It's easily done.
No
Feel free
comment.
to amuse the viewers while I do the clicking thing, which distracts me far too much for me to speak.
Okay.
Oh, multitasking. Can't do it.
Higher brain function required.
For sure.
And you call me disgusting, Halcyon. God.
Probably.
Maturity. Ouch. You done yet, Edna?
No, no, no.
Are we there yet?
Dun,
I got out of
dun, dun,
Not a
dun,
performing
dun,
monkey.
dun,
You can't put us up like this.
dun, 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 dun.
Entertain the
Dun,
internet.
dun,
I'll be
dun,
right back.
No, it's not like that's what we usually do or anything. No, not at all.
Speak for
It's
yourself.
not a job or hobby.
Hello, folks. Welcome to Let Us Make Merry with these guys.
Merrymaking wasn't happened.
That's because of you.
Yes, it usually is.
I just
I
realized
believe-
something. Danta has had one level up thus far
Yeah,
in
he's
all
so-
his team. That's some rotten luck.
yeah.
That's because his werewolf scores all his touchdowns. I've been scouting my opposition.
Ooh.
Mm.
Okay, but yeah, that covers it for the teams. People got a peek ski at those. And yeah, from all of us here at the great LPS Blood Bowl League, woo!
Except the imposter.
And assorted weird noises was made. So
Don't know what that was about.
me neither.
I don't want to know that as well.
So yeah, from every one of us here, have a very nice rest of the day whenever you're watching this, and please watch the rest of the matches. We want viewers. Ah! No, we don't. But if you
Rate,
feel
comment,
like
subscribe.
Subscribe!
That's like
Drop
minus
a like,
Oh, hey,
300
subscribe.
subscribers
actually-
apiece, isn't it? It's-
since I've done the whole freaking partnership thing, if any of you guys catch me saying something along the lines
I will
of rate,
take
rate,
this
comment, subscribe,
endlessly.
like whatever, please
You just
come to me and smack me in the head with something.
Right,
Okay,
what's your
sure.
address?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want
would
to be
involve
that
actually
guy.
going to Finland.
Please.
If you don't mind if I steal a few £100 at the time just to pay for the ferry?
Yeah,
maybe?
sure, if you can find them. We use euros here in the civilized world.
God's sake.
Best joke right there. Save the best till last. It's good. It's good technique.
Okay. Hey. Anyway, thanks for watching and tolerating us, because that's the best you can do.
Unsubscribe. Leave the
For your own sake.
Run
Oh.
while you still can.
Halceon, you said it. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.